It's week 9 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Packers and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. A look at the numbers for Lockett from a week ago. 7 catches, 62 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Chicago.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. Dancing to his left.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but the only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Could he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team. So I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
From the 39, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Fields now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Ramir, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught right side. It's Lewis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man. Amari Rodgers complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 19 carries, 96 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
He's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Now a throw here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now a first down throw, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Fields. This complete to Lockett. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Escaping the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's the big fellas in there right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Fields. And that's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To the air again, Fields. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Rodgers again now. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A check down here to Jones. Working with a 2nd and 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Come on now.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They get
Touchdown, Packers! Amari Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
tosser now for the point after.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Fields.
It's caught. Lockett.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's... they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. Now Fields. This complete to Lockett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Off play action, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a 1st down throw. Fields complete. Smith has it. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. Fields throwing again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 27, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Fields eluding the pressure right. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Rodgers. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. On third down, here's Harris. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw, Fields. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it third down. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action.
It's Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On second down, this is Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and goal from the 1. They run the counter. It's Harris. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers able to find Jones. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close